Call halal, Yahal Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elder that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Aquat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. All right. We're going to start right here with, Jacob's trouble is happening. Okay. And we're prepping in this truth. We're truth preppers, right? And truth preppers are ready. We're prepped. Okay. We're prepped in the spirit. So anyway, 2nd Ezra 15, where's woe is me? 14. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay? That could be a street fight, that could be a war. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. All right, so, hey, bad times, evil. Eve meaning time, ill meaning bad. Okay? So you got to be ready for that. All right? You got to be spiritually prepped. All right? And the men of the Lord, we do have a bug out plan. Okay? All right? If you're in the spirit and you're rehearsing the righteous acts, if you're putting on the elect, you know about the bug out plan, right? If you're of the hopeful elect, you know about the bug out. And we'll get there, all right? First, right? If you're going to bug out, you need a better plan, okay? You need a better plan for your bug out, all right? So the name of this video that we're going to watch, 17 minutes in, Marfugal News, 14 hours ago, bug out route closed, entire freeway closed. What's going on? Infrastructure. All right, you're in the middle of a war, and the other side is attacking your infrastructure. This is what they do before they come in. I think we looked that up the other day. Softening the target, right? Let's get that again. Softening the target. Implantable. Let's see. Salakia, bear with me. Let's see. Not that. Bear with me. Let's see. Go here. Softening the target. I think we looked this up the other day, but it pertains to this softening the target meaning. So we did go there, and what does it say? What does softening the target mean? Softening up a target, basically causing as much damage to it as possible before sending in the relatively vulnerable ground forces to finish it off. Done by bombing it to hell with artillery and air support to destroy fortifications, weapon emplacements, and cause as many enemy casualties as possible. So we're being softened up right now, if you understand what's going on. Where are we at? Artillery. This is talking about war. Done by bombing it to hell with artillery, air support, destroy fortifications, weapon emplacements, casualties. This is talking about war. Okay? We're at war. Okay? You got your bug out route? This one's closed. Okay? Entire freeway closed. They're softening up the infrastructure. All right? We'll get into the ultimate bug out plan. Okay, here we go.
It's a possibility. And then fire that indefinitely closed I-10 in Los Angeles was likely arson, governor says. Now,
hold on. Fire on what? 10, did they say? Arson? Somebody did that purposefully. Why did they do it? They're softening up. What do they call it? Softening the target. All right? Understand that. People have no clue that you're under attack. All right? How you going to bug out?
Loads and say, oh, well, they're classified for...
Let me play that back. Let's start this again. Or did I go back already?
Middle East to help support
I should
Israel.
go to 17. Slovakia. We get it
hide
back.
it.
Let's go to 17. Bear with me. I didn't finish my coffee. All right, here we go.
Ability, and then fire that indefinitely closed I-10 in Los Angeles was likely arson, governor says. Now, sorry about that, you guys. If you guys remember that I've been talking about California, specifically Gavin Newsom going to meet Xi, talking about how all of the Bang Bang owners, essentially their names, where they store their weapons, all of that was leaked. About how the California coastline, all of the cranes that control the different ports have now been identified as risks because now they are noticing that a lot of these cranes have proprietary systems put in by China, and there's a 60% of them can be essentially possibly remote controlled from China or turned off or sabotaged remotely. So that's a huge deal as far as our supply chain goes and how much comes in via these cranes at the ports. I've been talking about how there's been a lot of weird events. In fact,
infrastructure being attacked.
If you go back a couple of years before that, there was an embassy that something happened and they ended up burning all of their documents. The same thing that I believe Japan did right before World War II. You have these weird events happening, and now you have a fire that indefinitely closed I-10. Now, they say indefinitely, but again...
Look at that. This is pretty significant. If you know anything about LA traffic, okay, bumper to bumper, 5 miles an hour. If you know anything about that, right, you close off a section of any part of that shit, you have caused chaos in LA. Okay? And these people know their plan is in effect. So if your bug out route goes through this, you need a better bug out plan. You need a better plan for bugging out. Okay?
Like this have happened before when it involves a bridge, and it can take months to fix. But they're saying a major route out of LA is now indefinitely closed. So you do have a couple other options, but essentially you just you either trapped somebody during certain types of events. If by the way, there's all sorts of different earthquake scenarios that could happen down there. There's all sorts of natural disasters that could happen. Who is really trapped? That's our question. Dex,
did he say earthquake in diverse places?
I think you made a good point. You said, like, who is this actually trapping and a good chunk of people? And obviously there is another exit, but if you lose a major line like this, you have to go somewhere else.
Okay, now what does that mean for your bug out plan? There's something called contingency. Okay? If your plan moves you through I-10 and that thing is closed down, you should have about 3 contingencies to get out of LA. I'm discussing this right now with a friend of mine whose daughter goes to SC, right? Hell, my niece goes to UCLA, unless she graduated. But I'm like, how you gonna get out of LA? When, first of all, to get out of LA when everything is working correctly, when all freeways are working correctly, you ain't getting out of LA. And if they shut down one artery, you're fucked. So what kind of bug out plan do you have? Okay.
If that other line is screwed up, then you're really screwed.
Yeah. I mean, traffic would be at a standstill anyway if you were trying to get out because there was a natural disaster, whether it be tsunami, earthquake, or worst case scenario, like somebody was trying to come in on.
Did he say earthquake? Tsunami? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're going to leave that right there and we're going to follow it up with this one right here. Okay. Not that. This. Skeletor. 4 hours ago. It's starting. Attacks happening across Babylon the Great. 4 hours ago, full spectrum survival featuring Skeletor. Okay? You need a better bug out plan. Why? It's going down. Right? What do they call it? SHTF? What is a bug out plan for? Well, bugging out is getting the fuck out of Dodge. Well, when do you actually execute a bug out? Well, when SHTF. This pretty much looks like SHTF. The question is when to execute the bug out plan. But you need a better one, right? Better plan for bug out. Okay? You better plan for bug out. Now we're going to show you what a prepper does, and we're going to show you what a spiritual prepper does. Okay? And that's the point of the video is bugging out. When to bug out and to have a better plan for bug out. Okay?
We do have sabotage taking place in the United States of America. Now, a preliminary investigation has determined that a very destructive fire that at the time indefinitely closed the I-10 freeway.
Now, let me say this. At the same time that the I-10 was closed, I believe 2 days before that, another section of a freeway in downtown LA was shut down. Not one, but 2 within days. Let me see if he speaks on it, because I know Marfugel did.
In downtown Los Angeles, California, USA. This was started intentionally with malice intent, according to the California government.
Did he say malice? Did he say maliciousness?
Gavin Newsom. Now, he announced in a broadcast that they made a preliminary determination.
Let's look up the word malice. Let's look up the word malicious. Just to make sure I know what it is. Malicious. Malicious. Meaning. What does malicious mean? Characterized by malice. Intending or intended to do harm. Right? Whether you know it or not. Some people are malicious and don't even know it. Malevolent. Look at these words. Malicious. Let's get another one. Malicious meaning. Where is it? Definition. And we'll get back to Skeletor. Hold on. Having or showing a desire to cause harm to someone. Given to, marked by, or arising from malice. Let's get, Okay, that's malicious. Let's get malice. Desire to cause pain, injury, or distress to another. Right? How about this? Legal justification or excuse. Intent. What? Is that intent or malice aforethought? Okay. Ruined her reputation and did it with malice. That sounds familiar. Let's see. They'll ruin your reputation. They'll label you a flirt. The way they talk about you, they'll turn your name to dirt. That's the Jackson 5. Randy Jackson is Jackson 5, right? Okay, so there's malice, right? Desire to cause pain. Desire to cause distress to another, right? Witchcraft, basically. Boil, toil, what is it? Bubble, toil and trouble. Eye of newt. We're going to make a potion, right? You'll love me forever. Okay, back to Skeletor, right? He said malice. He said malicious.
With malice intent, according
Malice intent. We just looked that up.
California, USA. This was started intentionally with malice intent, according to the California Governor Gavin Newsom. Now, he announced in a broadcast that they made a preliminary determination that there was malice intent to set this fire, and it's not alone in its case. We're seeing these types of arson activities happen all across the USA. According to their report, this fire occurred within the fence line. It is arson, and it was done and set intentionally. There's no reason to assume, they say, that the origin of what has happened or the reason for the fire could have been anybody nearby. The mayor is claiming maybe that it was some sort of out-of-state or even out-of-country arsonist that set this fire.
We're under attack. You need a better plan for bug out because you're going to run into a section of freeway that ain't even open. And you're going to get stuck in a choke point, can't turn around, backed up for miles, you're done.
Crews were severely impacted. They braced the freeway decks as they repaired the damage, and there has been a declaration of a state of emergency as they try to bring things back under order. Now, this isn't just happening there alone. We talked to you yesterday about freight trains being derailed across the United States of America. We have seen warehouses under attack, and we're seeing cyber attacks drop out different parts of our supply chain in the USA and beyond.
So we're clearly under attack. How much more? And if you want to watch this Full Spectrum Survival featuring Skeletor 4 hours ago, it's starting. Attacks happening across the USA. Okay? Now, I'm sure that Skeletor has a bug out plan. Skeletor just bought a bug out van. Right? Oh, my bug out. And he's all proud of it. Right? Nothing wrong with that. But the men of the Lord, and we'll end on this, okay? First of all, we know what we must do. If you're of the hopeful elect, I'm going to just go straight to it. Let's see. Where are we? Is it in 15? Here's our bug out plan. Just get straight to it. If I can remember where it's at, let me see. I might have to look it up. Hold on. My mind is drawing a blank right now. Let me see. Is it 14 or is it 15? called? It must be in 16. Let me see. Hell, I could be all the way wrong and it'd be in 13. It's been a minute since I grabbed this. Let me see. Where is it? Be ye even as. What is this? That's Tobit. So I wasn't even in 15. Come on. Why am I in Tobit? Let's go back. Slovakia, bear with me. Go to 15. My computer's been acting a damn fool. Come on. 15. So I think I even had to let that thing time out. Let's see. I thought it was in 16, so that's what it looks like. So Slovakia, bear with me. I'll look it up if I can't find it right here. Even so. Oh, wait. Here we go. All right. Second Ezra 16 and 40. And I'm going to end on this. All right. And I like to pull this picture out. All right. Here's our bug out plan. If I show you with a picture is worth 1,000,000 words. So this could be right here. It's going to be, let me read it. Let me see. It is where? Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's read this. 2nd Ezra 16 and 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. Hey, we're at war, right? We're being attacked. And in those evils, here's your bug out plan. Be even as pilgrims upon the earth. If you're of the hopeful elect, here's your bug out plan. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. Be ready. Okay? Right? Follow me. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims. Here's the picture. This is the best bug out plan ever. Right here. See? Got your little bug out bag right there. They bugged out. Where'd they bug out to? The hot LZ. Right? Esau's still trying to kill the POWs. And they're in the loading zone, the LZ. Right? You hear the birds. Right? Birds in the hot LZ. Right? This is the bug out plan. So don't let anybody tell you that the men of the Lord don't have a bug out plan. I'll read it again. Right? We'll start right here at 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And here's the bug out. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. Okay, everybody's got their own fight. And in those evils, the bad time, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Looks like this. That's your bug out plan. Okay, don't worry. Take no thought of what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear, what you're going to say. But be ready to bug, be ready to spiritually bug out. Because once you're up here, you're good. Once you're on board, once them birds lift you up, you're good. All right. So with that, This has been Better Plan for Bug Out. This is the best plan for bug out. Be even as pilgrims upon earth, waiting patiently, right, to be delivered. With that, we hope that the elect edify you, brothers and sisters. With that, we're going to say shalom.